take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. For the middle, it's Cup. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Nix. He's looking deep for Shakir. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That one good for 29.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he gets that to Hardman. And he will go all the way. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Rams. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Carney now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
That was terrible. Awful. Seriously, just disgraceful. What just happened? Seriously, what is that?
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Throwing, Nix. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Step it up.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Touchdown.
To throw is Nix. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but that once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
50-50.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get forward for a couple. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchins. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll stick with him again. And this is going to be a Rams first down as the tackle's made at the 26-yard line.
At the 26, a gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll work now on second and 4. Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 12.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Man. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to look downfield once again. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Nix now on 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. This is caught at the 2. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Broncos. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Broncos are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, This defense will certainly take it.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throw it on third down, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
Complete to Nakua. A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Right, 22.
They'll try and run for it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.